Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody watching SpeedGaming. Welcome to another A Link to the Past League Season 5 Randomizer playoff race here. Today we have Fliphill representing Don't Forget to Track Us and Hitsuyan1337 representing OKDUDES. Today it's going to be a fantastic load. Small key shuffle standard, and I am Wannabe joined today on commentary by the Titan84. How you doing?
Absolutely fine, and yes, we have a Smokies Shuffle Standard race today, which means that, as you might imagine, all of the small keys has been shuffled, and I believe that this is correct, except for the Castle Tower small keys. Am I right?
That does sound correct, yeah.
Yeah. So those are vanilla, and we have a standard start. So we're just going to be able to walk around the world as we like from the very beginning. And we are going to get going any second now.
And we do have OKDUDES up 1-0. And we are also joined today with tracking by Ike. Thank you very much for that as well.
Always shouting out the trackers because they keep us in check and they keep us on our toes, because we wouldn't be able to track everything what people has, and they do a fantastic job.
100%. They are the true heroes. But it should be a fantastic race today. Not going to be a particularly long mode, and that's fine. Uh-oh.
Thanks, Uncle. Thanks, Uncle.
Is that a bad foreboding from Uncle?
Well, it was foreboding for Fliphill stream.
Uh-oh. All right, but we do get an Ice Palace small key straight off the bat. At some point here coming up, we are going to get the small key to Hyrule Castle. It is a must. It is mandatory. But other than that, everything else will be randomized.
Yeah, we do need that small key to actually be able to go through this seed, so it won't be actually anywhere else. Nice vanilla sword is sorry, that is set vanilla sword, I believe. I believe we have. There we go. Now we have some more to go. So yeah, standard start means we're gonna go through this little princess rescue first.
It's about 6 minutes of not a whole lot going on, but we have to find some sort of progression, some here that'll help speed things along, a flute, boot, something.
Yeah, the one thing we are looking for are bombs or boots.
Okay, there's that mandatory key. But you are right, we're probably going to test prize pools of the guards at some point, unless they already know it. And they're going to try and get at least a bomb to be able to get to the back of Escape without having to come back here, because there's always the chance progression could be back there, and if it's a glove, then your other one may not be available to get to the back very easily.
I haven't seen any drops yet from the guards. Oh, that's another glove.
Never mind, that's a glove. If there's no bombs, we can get back there pretty easily.
Yeah, that's a good find, because now you don't have to rush to get those bombs. You can feel safe walking out of here without dropping that wall, the 3 chests. Yeah, chat saying that guards are rubies. Yeah, true, we did see that. So, no bombs from them.
And our big keys are all vanilla in this mode, so we don't have to worry about finding that. Sorry about that, go ahead and Titan.
Yeah, and the good thing is, you know that the guards are rubies, so you know that your opponent isn't going to find any hidden bombs too well. If you start killing the rats, you might find a bomb, but that's about it.
Yep, they'll test those prize pools in the back. But if they don't get it, they're not too concerned.
Yeah, unfortunately, these first 6 minutes are very much following each other here. Mostly execution, but it's only going to be a couple of seconds difference in the end.
Yep, a little bit of RNG, little execution, following chain guard, but everything's pretty similar.
There's one place you don't want to die, it's in here.
Thankfully, I think if you died here for any reason, you'd get teleported to the bookcase. But
Yeah.
still not fun.
Yeah, and people actually killing a rat to see the prize back and picking up that pot for a little heart. Yeah, they both confirming that it is the rupee prize pack in the ropes. The ropes and the guards have the same prize pack.
And no bombs from escape. We're gonna have to come back.
Well, I'm not sure we saw the rat drop. I haven't seen any there yet, so maybe.
Oh, the rats and the ropes are in different prize packs? I didn't know that.
The ropes and the guards are in the same price pack, but the rats have a different one.
Oh.
Which is why we see them farming the rats a little bit here, but we did see a heart from one of them, so that is either health or minimum pack. And yeah, we're not gonna get any bombs out of here.
Bombs would be convenient here, though, game.
Do you walk back or do you drop down?
Well, if you found bombs here, you gotta drop down. You can't walk back, unfortunately.
Oh, right, the push blocks.
Yeah, you can't mirror.
That was a pendant, Hera, and a crystal eastern that I saw.
There's a crystal desert, too.
Okay. So hopefully that Hera small key is long and far away.
No, chat's right. That massive rupee lead 76-75. My gosh.
Took Flip Hill a second there to decide if they were gonna go for that heart or not.
I'm surprised at this point. You never know where the mail upgrades are. I'd grab that heart.
Fortunately, no bombs yet. And Hixian is heading back out of the Lost Woods. Ah, Lumberjack ledge check, okay. Not the usual route. Uh-oh, that's a mushroom.
Great. That's great.
Now, do remember that we have small key shuffle. That could just be a small key behind that mushroom that we logically need, but we really, really don't. Or it could be Swamp Swamp.
That will take quick. That takes Scare of Dead Rocks.
Yeah. You have enough rupees to buy bombs, so.
We got bombs, yay! And meanwhile, Hitsuyan going right up the mountain here.
You are right there by the mountain ascent, so you have a glove, you can just walk up it. It's not that much of a time loss to walk up here and do these checks.
That's a save and quit as well. It's not bad. High hook shot, which would have made Death Mountain even more better here. Or more better,
Yeah,
apologies.
that's a little bit of an oof for Hitzion not having that on his first trip up. Smokey on the ledge there.
It's probably pot, it's fine. Oh, hi, Ice Rod, how you doing?
I do not see if that was ice or fire.
Pretty sure that was ice.
Okay. But yeah, walking up here with the hook shot later for Flip Hill is gonna be a bit more fruitful.
Oh, never mind. Fire Rod. You are right. Well, I doubt Flip Heel will miss that for long. Oh, and that's a Master Sword.
So that means we're just a lamp away from that mushroom being... No, sorry, lamp and boots from that mushroom being logic.
But we're a lamp away from Aga. Oh, hi, Mitz.
Okay.
Well, unless Moon Pearl is on Pyramid, then Aga's almost dead at this point. Man, that's a small heart piece on the Hylia Island.
It's an interesting strategy by Hitzion by skipping all of CAC this early. Just choosing to go to the eastern area instead.
Well, this could work out in some ways. You're gonna get that hook shot, but if you end up with a Moon Pearl before you go to Kakariko, you could get those mitts pretty easily. But if there's a hammer somewhere, that could make the CAC skip play a little more scary.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got the Turtle Rock package already.
Yep, Ice Rod at a Saha.
I mean, that has to mean it's a pendant, right?
Oh, wow, yeah, absolutely.
You don't get a fire and ice rod sub 10 minutes and Turtle Rock isn't a pendant.
We need at this point a hammer and Samaria. Now, we're getting close to TR, holy moly.
Yeah.
Our pack of escape, what do you have for us? There you go.
That's the Moonbolt. That's going to be very good for Hitzion then.
I can't see Flip Heel putting that off for very long now.
Nah, it's the first saving quit he does. He's going to go there.
I'd be more worried for Flip Heel if the rods were flipped. If Fire Rod was at Saha and the Ice Rod was on the mountain, that could put off that for a bit, but I don't see Flip Heel missing out on that for long.
Not with Eastern being a crystal, no. This is Flip Heel's Moonpo. Yeah.
Well, Hipsian's going to be the first one with Dark World access. We'll see if he elects to go South Shore before going, though.
Without the mirror, you don't want to skip that stacked of an area.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Wow. At this point, though, once Hitsuyan finds the Moon Pearl and the Mitts, or the Mitts, I should say, he's got Moon Pearl, that's suddenly 2 Dark World dungeons.
Yes, and do remember that the smokies are shuffled, so those chests might have been filled with items. So the dungeons are a little bit more, well, enticing to go to, and that's a Cane of Samaria. So where a hammer and a possible medallion from clearing GT.
These runners might soon wish they had gotten that heart container out of Lost Woods.
We're still okay on health. Yeah, these crabs up here really, really hurt, but you have a sword.
But if they do end up having to go to TR, that could still be painful.
That could still be very painful with SL. I think that's at least a one-shot from the ball and chain guards.
I mean, temper will make it a lot easier, but still, oh my gosh, that's still rough.
Okay, we're even gonna go to the Sora area, fake flippering here.
Well, no money for Zora, but it will get you a couple of things you can check. Out of logic, but still.
Runners of this caliber doesn't really care too much about the logic, but it's good to keep in mind.
Another point from chat, it'd be out of logic, but once Hitsuyan gets mitts, you could go to Ice Palace out of logic. Eh.
And not without the hammer. You really want the hammer before you go into ice. Once you go into ice, you want to clear it.
That is preferable for sure.
It doesn't really matter if it's a pendant or a crystal. If you go into Ice Palace, you're going in to clear it.
It looks like... Go ahead.
Looks like Flippill is going to get his somber news about the Schrodinger's mushroom on the ledge here.
No, on the upside, he'll probably run in Death Mountain, get the Fire Rod, go to East Death Mountain, find out what's over there. So, could be progression.
Yeah, and
Death Mountain's still out of logic, though.
Yeah, he has mitts and he has Moonpole, so he can even do Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, but a lot of checks. And at that point, you're like, well, if the lantern is your Death Mountain access, you're not worried.
You do get a bit more worried if you find the lamp up here, because that means the flute is elsewhere and can't be locked by the mountain.
Good point.
At 16 minutes into the seed, Hitsuya is finally going to go ahead and do his scat checks. So this is going to be a very straightforward run for Hitsuya here. He's going to find his mitts. He's going to find his hookshot. He's probably just going to enter the dark world here and just do skull, do thieves down, because they are fully clearable dungeons. Hopefully they are crystals.
Just make your way towards Sight Cave. Lots of easy clearing. Answer a question in chat. Well, that's Fire Rod on Spec Rock. Ice Rod is hanging out behind Saha. And suddenly Hitsuyan's like, ah, crud. I went up Death Mountain too early.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that much of a loss, because you got to save and quit.
You do. I do wonder if he'll be tempted to skip Outcast for now, though, because like you said, you get mitts, you get hookshot. East Death Mountain is very tempting.
It is. And he could just save and quit out of the basement here and not walk out.
He could. The downside is you still don't have much mobility, so getting back to Kakariko, going all the way to Outcasts, Death Mountain doesn't have to have anything at this point.
No, you get access to most of the world. Oh, there's a flute.
Okay, so we're missing a lamp to get up Death Mountain. The Flip Hill does not care.
No. Sure, having a lamp is preferable to not having a lamp, but for vision, it doesn't really matter, runners of this caliber. A bottle? Nice. Oh, butter at 19 minutes.
Free seed, and suddenly healthy too. And you get your first pod small. Okay, we have our pendants at what? Ice Palace, Green Pendant, and Skullwoods regular?
Yeah, Skullwoods, and then we have red crystals at Turtle Rock and Pod.
This is interesting. Flip Hill did not go to Saha, does not have that ice rod. Oh, there's Blue Mail.
Probably not gonna get that.
Probably not. But if Flip Hill got a hammer, say, up here somewhere, oh my gosh. No, just a compass out of the big key chest of Skull.
Cave really not paying out.
That's not wrong, though. Our swords outnumber our small keys right now.
That is not often you get to say.
Right?
Yeah, the problem here for Hitzion is if he doesn't find a Skullwood small key, he could lock him. Oh, well, no, wait, isn't one of the small keys vanilla in Skullwoods?
No, it's cross keys only.
Okay,
so
okay.
If he does elect to drop down in the front, then he will be locked in.
Yeah.
But
he will.
At the same time, if he does decide to do that, like if... Oh, hi, Hammer. If he does elect to do it, he could just save and quit and go up Death Mountain right now.
Oh no. If Quake is the entry into Turtle Rock,
then it's beatable.
Then it's beatable, but only if you had the ice rod. No, Bombos. Okay. People did not get bad because of that.
Well, Flip Hill has some mobility advantage, right? We do get Hitzion picking up pendant number 1.
Shot cave with a smoke. Keep the desert. Okay, we're gonna need that.
Convenient. Oh, very convenient.
That bow is gonna put him right back over to Eastern.
Okay, he has the Odd and Eastern package from Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, we just need a mirror to do it a little bit faster.
Well, he gets a good excuse to go back to Kakariko, check sick hit, activate flute, and there's Ether in the back of Skullwoods.
Yeah, might not need that one.
We could find out, though. Flip Hill's got the flute and has access. For all we know, Flip Hill may be able to go ahead and go complete Meyer right now. Meyer could have our... no, it can't have... I was going to say it could have our lamp, but no, it can't.
Because flute. And chat is pointing out a good thing here. We do still need 2 Turtle Rock small keys to actually clear it.
Right. Small key shuffle. Forgot for a minute.
Yeah.
But you can go in for like 4 checks. Yeah, well, if you had Bombos, you know.
Now let's see, is Hitzion gonna lock himself here, or is he gonna continue down to the village? single arrow on the desert ledge.
Looks like a Thieves Town area play for Hitsuyan. And we're gonna get our Meyer medallion. So if this is Quake, we could beat it.
Logically, no, but practically, yes. It's Ether, so...
Okay! Skull required.
Yeah. Oh, that is such a good find.
Oh my lordy. That's a mirror. That gets us checkerboard, that gets us desert access, at least to looking at it. Plus we do have the desert small key, giving us even a better chance of being able to beat it.
Yeah, it's only if the big key is on the torch that really locks us out, yeah.
So that ether could be really good for Hitsuyan though.
Yeah, it really could. Pennant Skullwoods is not something you generally walk into, especially the back.
Exactly. You may go to the front, but going to the back, questionable.
I mean, it is Smokey's Shuffle, so you're not going to go into the front either too willingly, because you're going to get locked in.
Well, you don't have to. You could steal the key from the mid part and go right back to the front. It's not the right move that we know, but holy moly, that's an option.
Oh my god, what? That's a Smokey to Thieves Town in Thieves Town.
And that's not great for Hitsuyan because the hammer is sitting up on Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, that's really, really bad for Itzian, because if there is a required key or anything in that big chest, he's not gonna come back for that for at least an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's especially bad if that ends up being something like boots. That's the big key for Desert for Flip Heal, so... And a small key to TR. Okay, great. That's TR too.
Just need one more for that logical clear. And bombos.
The Irony High book located in Desert. And plus that gives you access to Bombo's tablet as well, and... Holy moly, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that flute has just unlocked so much of the seed.
So basically, Flip Heal at this point is beating Desert, has access to Skullwoods, Thieves Town, Out of Logic Ice Palace. And if he goes to the back of Skullwoods, Meyer as well.
Now, do remember that we still need a few small keys. But for the dungeons that you counted, we don't need any more. At least practically. Logically, right. We need 3 small keys for Meyer, but we don't care about those.
And it's only going to be a matter of time until Flip Heal goes to Eastern, and now can combine Eastern, Pod, Saha, Check. That's just crazy.
Yeah, the problem is Pod is... we only have 1 small key.
That's true.
So you want at least 1 more just to make the traversal bearable.
Well, if you get an early big key, then you can at least beat the dungeon if you want. But the fact that Pod has 6 extra items in it is... oh my gosh.
Yeah, Pod is usually a really good dungeon to clear because it actually has quite a few items. Now it has so many more.
Not much out of Thieves Town that I've seen so far.
Nope. Yeah, do note that they have different pod keys, so there are 2 that we know of.
Okay, so Flipheel gets the desert crystal. Hitsuyin getting the Thieves Town crystal. And we're going to Hype Cape before heading north.
Yeah, I like this play. Very dense. With the mirror, you're going to be able to do most things here.
Oh, yeah, Bombas too. You're right.
And that is a confirmed item on the big chest in Thieves Town with a map and compass being shown.
So Flipeel will be getting that check. There's no two ways about it.
That's our third total rock small.
Okay, that's interesting. Once we get Bombos, we can technically beat it if they can get the third key between them.
What's this? Wow, this is Bombo's tablet. I was not expecting Flippill to go south here.
Yeah, it makes sense. It could be a required key. You're not going to come back unless you get the Swamp Small, so if it ends up being Swamp Small, you're in good shape.
You can gain lamp.
You know, it's fine too.
You're not gonna say no to the lamp when you just dig it out. So
Well, Lamp's not horrible.
I agree with chat. We do need maybe one or two more pod keys before we can actually go there. Because we want to be able to clear it when we get there. Itsuyan is now heading east. Unfortunately, it looks more and more like that early mountain play is gonna haunt him.
A little bit, but that Ether location may hurt Flipeel, so both runners have something going for them.
Mm-hmm. And eventually, Hitsuyan is going to go up the mountain.
Yeah, very inevitable, just a matter of time. It's only kind of bad for him if he were electing to go to, like, Eastern Pod right now, but I think it's going to be Mountain at this point.
Yeah, that's the mountain. I'm surprised that Fliphill isn't gonna go up here and open pod and just dip pod and go clear Eastern. Because you're over here anyway.
You are. It'd be nice to have a second pod small at this point, but I mean, pod in no matter what key sanity mode you're playing tends to have some of its own small keys.
Yeah, it's very likely always. Yeah, first chest big key there. Now we do know that there's going to be a map compass or a item. Well, Eastern isn't changed that much with the small key shuffle.
No, pretty much not at all in this mode. It's still going to have 3 items, but fully clearable and in logic at this point with that lamp location.
Hey, pod small. Now Flipill's probably wishes he actually got that portal.
I am a little bit surprised, like you said. You want to try and get more pod keys, so if you're Flipeel, going to the Skullwoods Thieves Town area does make a lot of sense at this point. And you're able to get quite a few checks and possibly more pod keys.
So we have an item, I believe here in the big key chest. Or it's a 50-50. I don't see if we found the map yet. So yeah, Hitzian is catching up a little bit to Flip Hill because Hitzian is now doing the checks that he needs to do. He needs to get this loot. He's activated. He is going to get his bow
and hammer.
and hammer. Yeah, it was a 50-50 play there from Flip Hill, and you don't do that 50-50 in a game, in a race like this. You could have just gone for the boss there and just maybe the map is in the big key chest, but nah.
You're being a little more thorough. Your team's down 1-0. You do feel the need to gamble a little bit, maybe skip left side swamp, but there's not a whole lot you want to skip right now because your opponent is more likely to do so, being up 1-0 and being able to take more risks. Now Hitsune's probably going to feel a little bit bad about not going up here before going to Thieves Town. Back of his mind, what's in that big chest?
Not that much in Eastern except for that small ketopod.
Second crystal though, not too bad. And suddenly Hitsuyan is tied as far as most of the gear goes. Flip Hill's about to get that ice rod. But do you go to pod if you're Flip Hill? We'll find out.
In keys, it's a maybe. If you want to gamble that there is a small key in pod, you go there. But if you don't, then you want at least one more small key.
Okay, this could be a big moment for Flip Heel. Never mind, we're gonna go to Hira. But when he decides to go to the Outcast area, if he does not go to the back of Skullwoods, that is exceedingly bad.
Yeah, however, there is one more thing alluring him to that area, and that is mirror and book for the pet check.
That is a very good point. I did not even think of that. Oh, that could be a pod key. I forgot about that already.
Xian has activated his flute and is probably heading over to the Myra area. And look, a Myra small.
Okay, this will determine if the book is of any use this entire seed. No.
I mean, it does let us read ped, so
That's true. It's 2 of 3 uses, I guess. I'd be hard-pressed to think of this as being a ped seed, given the layout, but at the same time...
Bombos could literally be there.
Yeah, I mean, Hira, Skull, Ice Palace...
I'm pretty sure the only thing...
We could do it right now.
Yeah, I mean... It's not boots locked. Oh no. I think Hera Big is in the basement.
Yeah, so Flip Heel could have elected to go ahead and beat it, got that hook shot, but elected to go ahead and leave. Trying to farm some health for Spike Cave.
mean, you don't have that much else to do up here. You have a red hue to get through this.
Well, nothing out of there. And I think you need either a cape or Burna to make it in logic. Unless the game considers a potion in logic. I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask chat for that one, because red potion might make it in logic, but I don't think so. Okay, Flipple is gonna go to the western part of the dark world.
Okay, do we do back a Skull Thieves and read that? No, we're not. We're leaving.
Chat is saying that you do need at least cape or Burna.
I thought that was the case.
I believe it is cape or Burna, or you need, I believe, 13 hearts or 14 hearts. Just take the damage.
So another thing putting Flip Heel off of Skullwoods could be the Smith chain at this point.
Yeah. Now it is going to be very interesting as we go to Thieves Town if that big chest has anything, because that is the make or break. But Flipio is not doing Thieves Town at all.
Well, he could walk right back up there. He's probably just checking Dig Game, walking back up to Thieves Town, and then probably Smith chain at that point.
Yeah, he wants to do this before the Smith chain.
If a piece of progression is in Mire, that's really good for Flip Hill at this point, though. Because I think Flip Hill, or Hitsugen I should say, is about to go clear Mire.
Yeah, and that was actually a 30 dig digging game.
They really wanted you to work for that lamp.
I believe in the vanilla game, it is you get the item between dig 25 and 30.
Interesting. So basically, I think vanilla, I think I heard the way it worked, is the only time you can get the dig spot is randomly, I think it's 1 to 30 past dig 20.
Oh, past dig 20, sorry.
Which is why it takes people so long sometimes to get it, because generally you have 10 or 11 digs, and with bad RNG, that prize could take a while.
And that's a pot small. For Flip Hill, that's his third.
Well, this tells me Flip Hill is going to be pretty thorough, though. I could easily see going into Skullwoods now before Thieves Town. But at the same time, if you find another pod key, suddenly pod may come after Thieves Town, before Skull.
The problem is he doesn't have the Thieves Town small key. He doesn't know it's vanilla in the dungeon.
That's true. Oh, and it's a God Mire. Thanks, game.
Well, this is also going to be big for Hitsuyan, because if there is a crucial item here in Mire, it's going to take a while for Flip Hill to get here.
It will. Has to go back a skull, yeah. Oh, another pod for him.
Yeah, that's his number 4. That's probably going to push him over towards pod.
Well, fully clearable. Not great with 4, but clearable. Okay, that portal placement tells us that Thieves Town's the next play.
Yeah.
That's our first GT small.
We're gonna need some of those maybe, because the big key is still in Ganon's tower. We might need a couple to actually just get through the entire castle.
That's true.
I think Flickle is gonna feel pretty decent about finding the small key. That it is very possible that you don't get that hammer too early, that you actually go here before you have the hammer. You have to go here before you have the hammer.
It's true. And at this point, Hitsuyan's gonna have a lot to do, so if something is in this Thieves' Big Chest, Hitsuyan's not getting it anytime soon.
Nope. Oh no! He's not gonna come back here for an hour, at the very least. He has so many other things to do. At this point, you just think, okay, if there's an item there that I need, I've lost. You just have to get into that mentality because you made that choice. And you're gonna have to live with that afterwards.
And where's our boost game? Probably just hanging out in GT. Rude.
Considering that Desert Torch was nothing, they could literally be hanging out in GT. So far, nothing of use in Mire.
Oh, chat being silly. The mushroom is on Lumberjack, and you need boots to get that, so not a thing.
It is one of the few things that cannot be on Lumberjack Ledge.
So exceedingly good for Flip Hill would be going up, checking out Skullwoods, not necessarily beating it, but going at least to the back, and checking Pedestal.
Yeah. Now, the absolutely worst item that could be on that mushroom is Swamp Spore.
Flippers could be pretty bad too, but yeah, Swamp Small is not a great thing to be there.
I mean, if you're in Go mode, only flippers, then you have two entire dungeons you're not gonna dip into at all. But if it's Swamp Small, then it's just one dungeon you can't dip.
I think Castle Tower Smalls are vanilla, chat.
Yeah, Castle Tower Smalls are vanilla in this mode. So there's no hunting of those keys. Oh, Hitsuyan takes a shot there from the lightning. Not intentional. That's alright.
Okay, here comes the moment of truth for Flip Heel. And for, frankly, Hitsuyan.
Yeah.
It's probably fine, right?
Probably. Maybe.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now it's just that mental state of Hitsuyan of when he starts to get into that one item go mode. Do you go back into Beast Town or do you get the mushroom?
I think if you get boots at a time, you might check that. But if you end up going there, say, to do blacksmith chain, questionable.
Yeah. Yeah, so chat reminding us that Hitsuyan skipped the cutscene chest, which actually has an item. However, the cutscene chest is very far out of logic.
Okay, runners are now tied up at 3 crystals apiece.
Yes,
But-
and three, well, two of the same crystals and one different.
Yeah. And Flip Heel does need to go to the back of Skull, though. Let's see if he does it. No, he doesn't.
Nope. That is a skip of the entire Skullwoods area.
That's a flutify, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, you have 4 pod smalls. You've got so many checks to do here. Now, if you find a Skullwood small key, that becomes a very different proposition, because then you're not locking yourself in the front. And that's also an area where Hitzion is probably not going to go back to for a while. That's like 3 checks.
S Hitsugan gets Meyer 1 just after beating Meyer. Thanks, game.
Let's see if Hitzion chooses to actually break Hera Tower logic.
Well, he's already got pendant number 1. Number 2 would not be super far out of the way.
What do you have for us? More than money? Combos. That's a clearable PR.
That's not great for flip heal.
Oh wait, no. We need 1 more small key, I believe. We need 3 small keys for Total Rock.
Yeah. That's still not great. Nothing was in Meyer, so you basically know that last location for flip heal could be that ether at this point.
Yeah, it really could.
Oh, but Hitsuyan coming to pod without all the small keys necessary.
Just 2 small keys, so he's going to be able to enter the back and kill the boss, but he's going to have to walk a lot of ways to save that key.
Right, and if the big key is early and Hitsuyan beats pod, that's less incentive to go back later, and good for flip heal if there's more progression in the back.
I mean, if you skip the opening the front door, you can do some or most of the checks.
True. Pretty much everything but Harmless Equay and oh wait, Castle Tower Key. We stand corrected.
Yeah, we stand corrected. They are also shuffled. My bad. So yeah, they are shuffled. Sorry for misleading you, Chad.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Hitsuyan's gonna get that 3rd pod small right here.
So we are 1 more Castle Towers and boots away from getting that mushroom done. So as long as we don't see that Castle Tower small, we know that the mushroom can't have you.
And flip heal checking the last of the logical checks.
Oh, right, there was a small key to pod in Eastern, which
Yep.
Hitzion just got, so...
Yeah, pod 3. That basically just means he's gonna have to either skip Harmless Heckway or the big key chest.
Yeah, and we didn't get the big key yet.
And flip heal forgetting that, oops, we have that hook shot equipped.
This is a vanilla big key. Hitsuyan is in trouble.
Yeah, because that'll be the last chest check, and it is. Flip heal,
So-
mirror, flip heal, mirror. Don't do it. Oh, why are you death warping?
I believe that this is a save and quit. Or a save. So that he can reset.
Well, oh, he's... Wait, he has to know that it's vanilla big key, though. And
I mean, it could literally be in Harmless Hellway as well.
Oh, he didn't check that. Okay, that's
No.
why he's doing it. All right.
Yeah, so he can save scum this small key.
So if it's here, still not great for Hitsuyan in a way, but it could be worse.
Uh-oh.
Really, game? Tell us
Okay.
more.
So we know where the mushroom is. We're not going to fake powder ever.
So Flip Heel could have full cleared Pod with 4 keys, but would have had to make several trips up right side, which is not great.
Yeah, and I agree with Chad. That is a scary scum, because if there is something on Magic Patch, you are not getting that.
I mean, it almost would have been more worth mirroring out, looting, and checking powder, then resetting.
I agree that he wasn't expecting it to be something like that, and he had to take a very, very quick decision. Okay, I think this is Turtle Rock play. We're gonna go into Turtle Rock with just 2 small keys and hoping there is a small key on Laser Bridge or earlier.
So we do also know that Hitsuyan's going to be locked out of here, unless... No, he's going to be locked out of here, plain and simple. Not enough small keys to full clear and or even get that big key and be able to beat the dungeon. So Hitsuyan's going to also have to double dip Pod.
Yeah, Hitsuyan is opening the front door here, so that powder is locked for him, the big key is locked for him, he doesn't know that obviously. But he is gonna need at least 2 more small keys. 1 to get the big key and 1 to actually enter the backup to get to the boss.
And another one for powder if needed.
If he needs the powder, yes.
Well, Flip Heel does have enough keys to full clear or minus Lava Chest in TR.
Yeah, that ether is getting further and further away from Flip Heel. I do think that once Flip Heel finds a small key to Skullwoods, he might actually go there. But before then, I don't think he's ever gonna go there. Now, those small keys could just be vanilla. There's nothing that says they're not. Nice Flip Heel there.
I think Flip's gonna find flippers here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's just gonna put him even further away from his ether.
It could be okay because the game has given you a couple of ice smalls, so flippers could indicate Ice Palace / pedestal check, and if that's the case, that's ether form.
We still need a Hera small for that to be magic.
So Hitsuyan's about to get the bad news here, but is Hitsuyan going to go check the powder first?
Oh. Wait. I'm a little bit confused about
Did I
that.
miss Hitsuyan save scumming, like death warping, or did he just get that spend the key and he's just there? Oh, he's He's committed.
Yeah, he took that powder and said, "Okay, I'll take this."
And you can check that right along Smith chain to get another pod key.
Yeah, he mirrored back. He did not save scum that key at all. That's a Skullwood small key for Flip Hill.
A pretty aggressive playstyle going up from Hitsuya. Looks like the TR play as well.
Yeah, because Hitsuya actually has they both have 3 small keys, so that they have enough small keys to full clear this. Ether is in the bridge chest in the back of Skullwood's. Jack asks.
And so far, Turtle Rock a big pile of nothing so far.
We still need that Swamp Small somewhere. Hey, look at that.
There it is. Now we just need, flippers to use it.
Yep. Well, that's other kind of footwear.
Oh, game.
And
God dang, okay, that puts us even closer to... okay.
Yeah, the point is, what else do we need to clear this sea?
We need flippers.
Yeah, so flippers cannot be unpaired.
That's true, Ice Palace. So Ice Palace is dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless it has like a pod small that Hitsuya needs.
Now, if those flippers are on Powder and Magic Bat, that's gonna be a game changer.
Yeah,
very nice zero cycle there.
It's true. We have not been to Castle Tower either, and there are 2 logical checks there.
Yep. Yeah, I was thinking we haven't seen that many Ganning Tower small keys, but that's our second, so that's gonna be enough to full clear it.
Yeah, that's a pretty comfy GT right now. Just gotta go right first, then left.
Yeah, both runners are leaving an item on the lava chest.
Okay, only thing Slipio could be doing here is Pod to do the rest of it.
Yeah, and
maybe Castle Tower.
No, this is, I think, Pod into Red Bomb into Castle Tower.
That is a good call. I think that's what they call efficiency.
Yeah.
Still learning that one. As pointed out by my co-com, flippers cannot be on pedestal due to Ice Palace being a pendant.
Yeah, despite us not actually using flippers to get to Ice Palace, it is actually logically required to get to Ice Palace.
Those aren't our runners. Darn bot. I don't think the bot's been updated.
I believe that the Hera basement has the Hera big key, but the flippers could be in Hera. That is very fair.
Which should be a shame because unless they're in big chests, you could have gotten that first trip.
Yeah. Now, the one thing our runners really, really don't want to see is that second castle tower small.
Yeah, that'd be Mushroom.
Yeah, that's probably not a play either is going to make until they feel like they have to.
Well, if Flip magically found it, could do it when you're in the castle tower getting those 2 checks.
Yeah, I mean, you're already there. You might as well. If you have a...
So Hitsuya needs to get that pod small key somewhere, which could be on Magic Bat, which you never know.
You never know.
And Flip needs to go to the back of Skull Woods to get that ether. Good mini Helma room from Flip
Here's the thing. Flip is still looking for both ether and flippers. He might actually go into ice just looking for ether.
And at this point, we know Meyer is not locking flippers unless there's another couple of Meyer or another Meyer key out there, and it's in cutscene chest. So, like we said earlier, unless that happens, Meyer could be very late for Flipio. In fact, it pretty much is at this point.
And simultaneous explosions. Well, that's our third Meyer small.
Okay, suddenly, well, we're still missing, what, 2 more pod keys to make that in logic, I guess.
Yeah.
It's another crystal for both Flip and Hitsuyin, just a few seconds apart.
Yeah, and that is the same quid to the house, so this is very likely the red bomb. Yeah, the problem here for Hitsuyan is he needs another pod small, at least. No wait, he used 3 of his. He needs 2 more.
That's true. He does need 2 more pod keys for Harmless Eggway and
the boss round.
And the boss, yeah. Oh, have we seen this yet?
Nope. Oh, that's his pod. One of those pod smalls. Okay.
Is that one Flip had that we just forgot where it came from?
Nope, because Flipper's boots were on Laser Bridge. We haven't been back yet.
Right. So if Flip finds another pod key here, that's all 6 pod keys logical. But instead, we get 20 arrows.
Wow.
And a beat.
Wow, that is the most useless red bomb fairy I've ever seen. Not even a good thing in the bottle.
All right, that red bomb couldn't be a pod key because that was locked behind 6 pod smells. Good call. But this could be...
Oh, wow.
Or that.
Okay, so we're in no mode.
That is not good for Itsuyan, or I'm sorry, Flipio.
Nope, because Hitsuyan is gonna go there eventually.
Yeah, we're gonna full clear Swamp before going to Skull.
Yeah. Luckily for him, he is not falling for the mushroom pit. But he is thinking of where to go. Okay, Sank start.
I think
Okay,
he's
this
going...
is boots check.
Yeah, boots checks. Mm-hmm. I mean, could be good. I mean, if it's the powder, suddenly you're back in the Kakariko area to go to Skull.
Yeah, I'm just curious where Hitsuyan is gonna go now. Because Hitsuyan still needs one more pod small to be lured back to that area. Because just saving and quitting to do Castle Tower, you'd rather do other things.
Well, Hitsuyan's in fantastic shape. This is going to get him the pod small he needs. Go to pod, beat that. Big bomb into Castle Tower, and you're in go mode.
Fortunately for Flip Hill, he is doing Swamp, and this is gonna take time.
Yeah, I think it's definitely Hitsuyan's race to lose at this point with the routing he's got going.
Now, he still has a route to do. Yes, this is his pod small, but he's gonna finish this Smith chain, because he's still looking for those peppers. He's gonna do powder. He is, because powder is now in logic. Almost. So Flipil is gonna lose some time here in Swamp. Not gonna go mode it. He's gonna full clear it probably.
Yeah. Flipio's gonna have to go from Swamp to Skull to pretty much stand a chance at this point. Because Hitsuyan's route will take him right to that flipper check.
Oh, Silver Sizzle Magic Bat. Hey, look, it's the last pod small.
Hey, pod's in logic now.
Yeah, this is Hitsuyan going for pod, and yeah, the timer has started.
And pretty much Hitsuyan's just got to go to the back, get the big key, come back to the front, beat that.
Flip, you need the small key over here.
Yeah, small details.
But Flip Hill is go moding this. I mean, yeah, you're in one item go modes. You do the back first.
Yeah, I mean, if he skips left side completely and goes straight to Skull, because Skull is, what, 6 items in this mode?
Yeah, or 4 or 5.
And you're still in pretty good shape because Meyer's key layout is going to pretty much lie to God Meyer it.
Yeah.
Except this is Key's sanity, so I could easily see Flip Heel going left side first.
When you're in go mode, you always try for that Godmire, right?
Probably.
But yeah, Flipio has to bail out of doing more swamp and just beeline it to Skullwoods here. If he goes to ice, that's probably game.
Pretty much at this point.
Nice one there. So we didn't get the big key. So he knows that the big key, and there's 3 items left in swamp. I believe we got the map and no, we didn't get the map. So there's map and 2 items. He's gonna go back in. Okay.
Yeah, we're going back in.
Flippers were in Castle Tower. Just.
And as pointed out from Captain 1977, I did get TR4, so that is another place that Flipheel could go, is to check Lava Chest before going Skull.
Unlikely, considering the density. Flipheel has a choice after doing this. It's either ice or Skullwoods.
And the vicinity to ice is kind of what's scary at this point.
Yeah, it is. That is true. None of our runners actually did Zora.
We did see both the Hobo check, and we also did see Waterfall Fairy, though.
We did. And since Hitzion is in Flipper's go mode, I mean, do you run out of here and just do Catfish and Zora? Nah. You're gonna do the big red bomb and then do Castle Tower, right?
Yeah, if you're Hitzion, you just brought in that check.
I mean, Flipheel, come on. Just walk around.
And it's a flute of 4, so we are going to be getting a big bomb into very likely Castle Tower.
That's gonna be a go mode Swamp Palace and then up to GT for Hitzion.
Yep, if Flipeel goes to Skullwoods, checks the back first, stands a chance.
There is a chance. There is. Wait, Hitzion, where are you going?
And Bomba's talent.
Okay, okay. Another GT small, okay. But
I think we're going ice.
oh no. Now Hitzion hasn't found his flippers yet, but he is very, very likely going. Oh, Flipper didn't check the island. He hasn't done these flipper checks.
And that's not good.
Okay, Hitzion is doing other checks here.
These are right close to where you're going to be anyway. Big Bomb Castle Tower, it's the next checks. Oh yeah, that shovel that we haven't checked either, that we've had for like an hour.
I think it was bombs. I really hope Hitzian remembers that he can go into the castle tower.
I can't see him forgetting that. Getting that castle tower small earlier would have jogged his memory, I would think.
Yeah. The entire pyramid was just filled with arrows today.
It was. If you had an empty quiver, you'd be full by the time you're done.
Yeah. But yeah, Hitzian is going up. So yeah, this is very, very soon Hitzian in go mode.
Yeah, this is going to be go mode for Itzian in the next 30 seconds.
There it is. You don't even need the small key to go for that chest.
Okay, so Itzian has a go mode Swamp Palace, and then it's off the Big Pigs GT.
So yeah, the big play this seed was going to the back of Skullwoods.
I agree. Getting that before going up the mountain and getting your bow and hammer ended up being the play. I mean, if Hitsuyan had done Death Mountain before that, it's much less likely of a chance that he goes into Skull. Or at least the back. Flipheel's route will lead to Skullwoods, regardless. I mean...
Yeah, oh yeah. It's just, he is going to be terribly behind.
Yeah, a little bit late.
And he is going to clear the front before he goes to the back, because it's denser in checks. And he's going to do flipper checks. This is the difference between having a go mode ether medallion and go mode flippers.
Oh, we're going to turn in Green Pennant.
Yeah, it makes sense. You just cleared Ice Palace for nothing. You want it to be something that you need. Okay, let's flip it for the hair then. Flip Hill is deciding, oh right, Skullwoods. That took a few seconds to realize, wait a minute.
NCD. And Mothula may logically require 3 small keys, but the back just requires a Fire Rod and Dark World access.
Yep. We're going to the back first. That surprises me.
Okay, big question for you though, Titan. You like games?
Yes, I love games.
Well, would you like to discuss one with chat?
Yes, we do have a big key guessing game for chat in the Gannis Tower. So put your numbers into chat where you think that the big key is gonna be. We're gonna follow Hitzion and count his checks. Get your number in between 1 and 22. I see you chat doing other numbers. Don't do that. Not gonna win then.
Okay, Flip Heel is about 20 seconds from go mode.
Unfortunately, he is a go mode Meyer way behind, so.
On 24:30, Flip Heel also is in go mode. Probably about 3 minutes behind Hitsy, and especially just a little bit more though if you route Key Sanity Meyer and go left first.
Dead rocks are gonna be dead rocks.
That's how they roll.
First time you hit them and just sigh, then walk away, then walk back, and then just don't hit them.
Well, then you just use your powder or quake and slice them off. Be like, hey, you, it's what you get for blocking me. Doesn't even mean the bird. Oh well.
What's your guess?
I'm gonna go with 9. How about you?
7.
Okay, chat, you have like 5 seconds left to get your guess in. 1 to 22. And guess is closed.
Number 1, rubies. Number 2, bombs.
Lots of
And
bombs.
we're going right side. Okay.
Yeah, 2 small keys. You want to go right first because you get the replacement for the key you're using now. So it's basically 4 free checks from going to go right, 5 including Cloud Room.
I know it's silly, but if it's tile room and Fliphead does the gamble, he might catch up a bit.
A bit, but I can still see Hitsuin with a good 3 to 4 minute lead.
Yeah. I mean,
And-
Flip is heading number 3, rupees 4, heart 5, smoky skullwoods. So.
No, so suffice it to say the game did not want you pulling pet this scene.
Yeah. So 6 checks have been done. Let's see if it's on the torch. Nope, that's my guess gone. Eight. The big key.
And it's so close!
You were just as close as I was.
We have a couple of 8s though. We've got Arcane Onion, SP Man, we've got Jim Carr. GG's to all 3 of you. You got the big key guessing game correctly. You won a lifetime supply of random seeds brought to you by ALTTPR.com. GG. Meanwhile, Flip Heel picks up Crystal 7, heading to GT. Would like to go Sophos left or Sophos right simply due to that extra GT small. We'll see though.
We'll see. But yeah, gear-wise, the only thing we're lacking is armor. Well, the only thing Hitsuyan is lacking is armor. Chat, I said useful items that help people, not shields.
Shields are evil. And thankfully we have seen none this scene. Get wreck shields.
It's true that half magic would be nice. That is the one thing our runners could want.
Well, Hitsuya not so much. You got silvers. You got butter sword. But Flipheel wouldn't turn it down. Well, Hitsuya is showing the GT climb who is boss.
Yeah, we are still on Greenmail, so 4 hearts is dicey.
Yeah, but you got that powder from Todd. It's fine.
I mean, those laser, isolated lasers, I believe just 3 or 4 hearts. Not green. But we got powder, so we're safe. Fliphill is actually going straight left.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick GT big key, so... Oh, and Hitsuya gets troll armed.
Fliphill is still looking for things, but yeah, mirroring.
It's bombs instead.
See, I'm hitting Troll Dome a little bit too many times there.
By Dagger 2, but sadly, no bug net.
Nice triple.
Looks like the game might count it as a double, we'll see. That could be 3 or 4 that ran. Now that was 4. That was a good triple, you're right.
Drop down to the big pig.
Catching over again in there, well done.
Already to phase 3, and we have silver.
At this point, still gotta be a 3-4 minute-ish lead, so unless Hitsuya has quite a few troubles here... Oh gosh. And don't forget to give these two runners a follow. They're putting on a great show. And GG for Hitsy and 1337. Get your GGs in chat. The bot's kind of not working, otherwise I'd link their streams. And the Titan 84. Twitch name is the same, so follow, give my Kokom a follow, give Ike a follow as well. Everybody did a great job today.
Please give Lanavi a follow too. But that is a race Triforce for Hitzian, who wins the seed and gets his team in a 2-0 lead. Thanks, game.
CT2 on the GT climb. Would have been really convenient in AD keys, but otherwise, eh.
That is the perfect spot in this seed for that key. Because that's the last item you ever want to find.
Which means the mushroom is locked behind Aga or GT climb.
Yeah. Are going to watch Fliphill finish this.
Yeah, from the looks of it, looks like Flipheel's going to go ahead and finish out the scene.
Wizardry for sale. Is that armor?
Is it the cape, maybe?
Yeah, cape, of course.
Could be magic cape, like a Harry Potter reference or something, maybe?
Yeah, it's a cape. And just a heart for the mushroom. Chat saying it could be half magic, so
True.
I'm not sure really.
Alas, it's a race seed, we don't get spoiler logs.
Yeah. Very intense music here from the hill.
I'm going to see 8, I think.
Educate in chat for Fliphill.
Shield on pad evil. Okay, so Flipio finishes with an official race time.gg time of 1:37.53, with Hitsian finishing in first place with 1:33.58.
So Hitzian is not gonna come in for commentary afterwards. He had a long week and he needs his sleep, and I completely understand that. Flip, and we are joined by Flip Heel here. GG's.
GG's Flipio.
GG.
Yeah, unfortunately, Go mode flippers or go mode ether is very, very different.
Yeah, just imagine it. Imagine if those two were swapped, right? It's a different race, but
You did a very normal start, while Hitsuyan did the village at about 20 minutes.
okay, so yeah, I don't remember other than the pearl in the back of his scale. I don't think there was too much good in the South Shore Saha area.
Saha had Ice Rod, and I believe you got the hook shot from the village.
And Mets too, I think.
And mitts. So Hitsuyan went up the mountain before even going to the village. And that meant when he got to the village, he had Dark World access. So he walked straight through the portal after clearing the village and ended up in Skullwoods. So he had that ether from like minute 30.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? It's like so, obviously I felt great in the beginning of the seed, right? Sequence broke the mountain, it was loaded, and then take the flute over to my area and get the mirror. I had the bow from somewhere, so I'm like, all right, great, we can do some dungeons. So we do desert, we do eastern, and then I think I do hype cave and a couple overworld checks before eastern or something. But then it started just tapering off, and it just felt like all like the gambles, not like gambles, but like the slow things that people might skip or route a different way just kept burning me. Like the eastern big key chest was skippable, so lose a couple time there. The pod big key, I scummed the key being safe, but that just felt really bad. And then
we saw you pull that powder and then 2-second think time and reset.
Yeah, so just it felt really bad there, but then rushing Turtle Rock and getting the boots felt a little better, but then just ended up finding the flippers before the ether just kind of sealed the deal. Maybe if I skip left side swamp and and the pod key orders are reversed, it's a little closer, even having the wrong go mode, but realistically there's no way I'm not following the flippers at least into ice before.
And that was pretty much the decision, I think, is Ice Palace versus Skullwoods.
Yeah, our tracker is saying here that it was pretty much 4 minutes of doing ice, and that's pretty much the difference.
But given it was basically the early decision, and rightfully so, given you went to Kakariko and Hitsuyan held off for a bit. Hitsuyan ended up picking up that ether going into Dark World because he did that before going to Death Mountain to get hammer and bow and ended up having a lot more to do.
Yeah, and then that was the last thing. Like, I had already done desert and eastern without the boots, which felt slow, and then spent a little bit of time looking for like thieves big or thieves small or boots before thieves, which it was just in there. So like between the eastern, just the couple slow things that I did, I was like, do I really want to commit to Skull Woods at this point? Plus I had the turtle, or I guess like pod was maybe full clearable, so I was like, let me just do that first. So, and then it just didn't end up working, but
it is a pendant, Skullwoods, so if you choose to leave it away, then the further away you get, the less interesting it gets to go back to.
Yeah, and then like Hitsu was saying in the chat room, he just had no small, so he was like, I had the fire rod, let me just go to the back, and then it just worked out really well. Because having even when I went there, like 40 plus minutes into the seed or something, like still had no small keys for it. It's just awful.
Yeah, you don't want to drop down there and get locked.
And that's kind of what Titan was alluding to earlier, wishing a bait or a small key to Skullwoods on you so that it'd give you an excuse to think about Skullwoods. And eventually it popped out.
Yeah, it's like it's like the fire rod too, right? The main two things it really gives you, I mean, ice sometimes, but it's either Turtle Rock or Bag of Skull. So usually, like, yeah, maybe if I had went to Village earlier, I might have made that play, but later in the seed, given like Pod was fully clearable almost, and it just, like you said, it was just harder to make that choice, but.
Yeah, you will be happy to know that silvers were automatically bad.
Oh, lovely.
Sorry, go ahead.
This seed was quite linear in the middle there, or like up to flute, mirror, lamp. It was quite linear there, and then it was just mostly a key hunt for pod and other things, and then you just ended up in different go modes. That was literally the difference.
That's all it took, just a small decision or two just to make the difference, and overall it was extremely close today. I mean, you got your big key as Hitsu and was nearing the top of the climb, but it was darn close.
Yeah, I'm glad I can make it close even with the, you know, extra tracks, but just like to say sorry to Iker. I was hoping to make it even, so these guys got a tough opponent coming up, but what can you do? The best of the best are playing, and GG's to Hitsu, and you know, thanks for the tracking, the restream, the comms, all that stuff, and shieldless seed can never go wrong.
Love it.
Good seed.
Ped shield, get wrecked. But thanks for joining us today. You and Hitzian both put on a fantastic show. Thank you for being so nice and being restreamed and putting on a fantastic show. Thank you. But really quick before we close things out, we do have the same two teams tonight going at it. Our tracker, Iker, is going to be going against Ganon's Gone Wild, 9:40 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming 2, this very channel, with Adirondack Rick and Tracy M doing commentary, with Iceman F1 doing tracking. Going to be a fantastic show. We've got a race tomorrow, 5:10 p.m. Eastern on SpeedGaming. Going to be Tile Roomies against Perfect Unadulterated Gaming Squad. Heart Randomizer, Kappa, Plasma Kappa versus Andy. That'll also be fun. Just stay tuned. Follow SpeedGaming through SpeedGaming 6 for all the rando needs. But otherwise, gosh, other than that, Titan, thank you very much for co-common with me. Iker, thank you for tracking. And that's about it for me. Thank you so much, everybody. And Titan, why don't you close this out, my friend?
Thank you very much for coming with me, Milanovi. It was really fun. Thank you to our tracker, Iker. Also, thank you to our runners. But also thank you to the admin team for putting on all of this. They are doing such a big job in the background, and they really get a good shout out. But thank you to everyone. Thank you everyone in chat, and we'll see you in the next race. Bye.